Okay, so that that video was so amazing. If you are catching the recording, I couldn't record it and stream it because YouTube like hates me that way. So I will post the recording and then I'll post the video in the comments so you make sure and see it. So, you know, I can't even. I totally lost you guys, if you're catching the recording, you totally you missed like 10 minutes of like a really good speech. And now I can't even like pull myself back together and do it again. I'm a mess. Let's start this again. I haven't even drank a margarita yet. Okay, so I was talking about going for the no. I was talking about, broadening our horizons, broadening, whatever. And taking out that, being scared, being nervous. I was listening to Bob Helig. He's my boyfriend. I'm just kidding. He's not my boyfriend. But I do have like a business crush on him. I think he is literally genius. I think that he just lays everything out there in a cool, like, vibe that he's not like Eric Worre, because Eric Worre is like our grandpa. Like this guy's like cool, so I love following him. I know that we are nervous to talk to people. I know that we are nervous to get a no or get a, what are they thinking of us? What they think that we're in like some like pyramid Ponzi scheme, that we're just like scamming people. Like, no, this is like a legitimate business. We have legitimate products. Like, hello, welcome to 2016. But something that I listened to that he said that it has really stuck in my mind is, what if every single person that you contacted, they not only joined your team, but they boosted their kit? And for those of you who are new, boosting your kit, like there's an option in enrollment to like get more product, and it's 60 VV. So what if every person that was like on our chicken list, or, we know that they would be super good, but they just intimidate us. Like, what if we just thought, like, what? Like, screw it. What if they enroll and they get like the boost? Like that, for me, I've been contacting my chicken list, and that for me has taken out, that like scared feeling, because, eventually someone's going to say yes. And for going for that no, you're opening up, your mouth to all these new people, all these different people every single day. I recommend all of us going for the no every single day, because that is just planting little seeds every day. And as long as you keep up that relationship with those no's, because we know no, that no doesn't mean no, I hate you. It means no, not right now. This is not a good fit for me right now. And as long as you stay in the business, all of these no's will come around. And, if you quit, guess what? You just did the work for someone else. Like, that sucks. Okay. I was also saying that, we're on Facebook and Instagram, and I know that we run into people who do, other companies and other, stuff, and we never, I'm not bashing anyone. However, I do feel, because this is my first network marketing business, I do feel that we are very, very lucky that we have a system in place. We know exactly what to do. It's just in ourselves, like in the video, to put it into action. So I have to tell you guys a funny story. Yesterday, I went to McDonald's and I ordered, the number, whatever, 5, I guess. I don't even know. And it was, delicious. And then it was disgusting, an hour afterwards. And because how your stomach's all like, bleh. And then, 2 weeks ago, we were in Colorado. We went to McDonald's and I ordered that same, it's I guess my favorite. It was at number 5. And then when we were in Florida, we went to McDonald's again, and it was the same meal. McDonald's, you guys, has a system in place. So all of the stores are all doing the same thing. No matter where you go, whether it's Chandler, Mojave Valley, Las Vegas, Hong Kong, your cheeseburger and your you know, your French fries are going to be the exact same thing. Okay, you guys, we have our system in place. Here is our system. This is, you know, corporate is so awesome that they have, you know, laid out. There is no guesswork. There is no guesswork in going to McDonald's. You're not wondering what your Big Mac is going to taste like. You know exactly what it's going to taste like. You have zero guesswork in what to do to be successful for your business. Every month, you are looking to enroll 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors and teach them, you know, the same thing over and over and over again. And let me tell you, if you are looking, you know, to be a top income earner, to go Ruby, to go Diamond, to, you know, be, you know, put your fanny on that white couch at conference next year, you got to start cranking these puppies out. You know what I mean? So this sheet is in your eSuite. I want you to all print it out, and I want you to write May at the top. This is, you know, this is our goal. And, you know, although that is our goal, that is our system in place, everyone is uniform, that we're all doing, you know, the same thing. We're all aiming for that. I do appreciate that this company is a no quota, no inventory, work at your own speed type of business. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I have chosen, and you all are choosing, because you're all taking time to, you know, be on this meeting, you're all choosing to take it to the top. You know, we might run into teammates who they want to just sell their wraps every month, and that is good for them. And I think that we also need to be, you know, respectful for everyone's, you know, speed and everyone's goals, I guess. Does that make sense? Okay. You all are muted, so. Okay. You know, this business, you know, you do the $99 business builder kit, you hit join, you hit submit, and you are, you know, a business owner. And if there hadn't been a system in place for me, I don't know what I would have done, because I had 0 sales experience and I had 0 network marketing experience. And so, you know, I am thankful that this company has what to do. You want to be successful? Sweet. Do this, check, 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 and teach others, you know, to do what you're doing. This is a follow the leader kind of business. And, you know, as you guys, as you are, you know, the leader of your team, you are literally setting the pace of your pack. Okay? I try my best to set a pace. Clearly, we all have like ups and downs in our business, you know, super busy, you know, a little bit slower. Last month, you guys, I enrolled, I don't know, 4 loyal customers and only 1 distributor. So I should have probably quit this month, right? And like turned off my auto ship, like, oh, it's just not for me. No, that just means I have to like crank it out this month, which I'm like, you know, I know that we all have those months and we're like, shit, you know, because literally every month when I print out my steps to success, I'm like, maybe this is going to be the month that I can't do it, you know, but as I'm working, I'm consistent and people are watching and people, you know, are coming around. And one more thing about that. Posting on Facebook, we're going to talk about this, but posting on Facebook is not the same as growing your business. Okay, there's a difference between just, you know, just posting. So, and, you know, messaging, contacting, blitzing, like you have to make the effort too. Only like it's super low. Only like 7% of your Facebook friends are actually going to see, you know, your posts. And so you need to be messaging people, be asking people for parties, asking people to be a product tester, you know, and ask people for favors. I think it's very, very powerful when you ask someone, hey, I'm in the running to go on this amazing cruise. We're going to talk about the cruise in a little bit. Would you do me a favor and be a product tester for me? Would you do me a favor and host a party for me or host an online party for me? You know, we are all good people, and that's why we are in this business, because we are people, and people want to help other people, especially really good people like you guys, okay? Okay, so, you know, everyone is on a different journey. Everyone is on a different timeline. Everyone, you know, we have to always keep, you know, our blinders on our own path and, you know, not get distracted. I hear so many times, you know, I signed up around the same time she did, and where, you know, I haven't signed 4 loyal customers, or, you know, I should have gone Ruby by then. I missed my bonus. Like, if you missed your Ruby bonus, who the hell cares, right? I mean, I care. We all care. Like, it's like a, shit, that sucks. But it's a, okay, well, I guess I need to get another bonus next time around. Or guess what, you guys? There is a $100 bonus waiting for you every single week. I would not worry about your Ruby bonus, and I would go after that $100 bonus every week, and that's unlimited. Okay, so don't let, you know, little timelines or goals like ever get you down, because believe me, there is something so amazing, you know, going more forward. This is not a get rich quick, you know, kind of Ponzi scheme. You know, this is a business that's going to take time, that's going to take consistent effort, and you know, let's face it, you know, getting rich slow at your 9 to 5, or, you know, in teaching, that wasn't working either. So, you know, I'm so grateful that this business, you know, kind of came into our life, and it was like my, like, kind of not even plan B, it was my plan. I want pedicure money. Like, it wasn't even like a plan B. But it's funny how life takes you on this path, and now this business is our family's, you know, plan A. So I know that this, you know, can, you know, for sure change everything for you, but it is going to take, you know, time, effort, and consistency. Speaking of consistency, we are starting a new thing on our smaller team page, Operation Diamond. We are doing, and Alicia, I will add you to that. We are starting a daily post. So there's going to be a post that says, whatever date. So what date is today? The 5th. So it'll say May 5th post, okay? And it'll be a picture. And then in the comments are going to be 4 to 5 posts that I want you to put in your buffer or your sent share, or even just go throughout the day and copy and paste those. And I want you to use those on Facebook, and I want you to use those on Instagram. Okay. We are literally the leaders on our team. We are banding together. We are trying to help you, you know, as much as we can. If you don't want to be on the same post that everyone else is, you know, on, then why don't you start on, you know, the day behind or something, you know what I mean? But we are building an amazing bank, not only for ourselves to use, but as we bring in newbies, like, how awesome is that going to be to say, okay, follow these pictures, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, in calendar order. You know, you can say, okay, this started on May 4th. Go find May 4th and keep scrolling and keep using all these posts, okay? To be honest with you guys, I wasn't very good about putting out like product posts. Like, I would do posts like yay, the cleanse is back in stock, or I'm taking my greens, and I know that we always we say, like, don't be too salesy on Facebook, but I think there is a fine line of sometimes you have to be salesy on Facebook because it sells stuff. So because I've been a little bit more salesy and a little bit more like product knowledge, like about the vitamins or about, you know, hair, skin, nails, I assigned 2 LCs this month. You know what I mean? So I think that people need to know more that we are not just only wraps or only hair, skin, nails. You know what I mean? So thank your leaders. We're all banding together, and we're going to do that. So it's going to be really, really great. Those posts, you know, whether you choose to use them or not, I would, you know, suggest you to use them or tweak them however you want. But it's kind of like a no excuses for posting. And because we have apps like Buffer and Sent Share, those are Those are Facebook schedulers. You can, if you're working throughout the day, you can use your Buffer app, put your, Facebook post in there, and then you can schedule exactly the time that it goes out, and it fires it on Facebook, on its own. So it's kind of like a crock pot for Facebook, really, and it fires it off and it cooks your post for you. So it's pretty magical. Another great tip for doing something similar, Instagram doesn't have, or I haven't found a really good Instagram like scheduler like Buffer is for Facebook. So what I do is I put my phone in airplane mode. So I don't know if you guys can see. So there's that little airplane mode when the flight attendants are like, airplane mode. Or like, shut up. So I don't have any internet right now. So if I go to Instagram and I make my post, it won't fire off. But what's cool is, I don't know if you guys can see. So I have 2 posts that are just kind of sitting there that say failed. So those are 2 posts that I've already created in airplane mode. They failed. So when I'm ready, I can just take it out of airplane mode, and then, let's see. And then I would just hit, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a half circle that'll like refire it off. So I'm gonna refire a post right now. It's posting for me. And there you go. Don't wait till you reach your goal to be proud of yourself. So I just did that, while we were talking. So, be organized with your business. It took me a long time to find organization, and apps like this were not around 3 years ago. So I was teaching first grade full-time. I worked full-time all the way up and past presidential. So all of you guys that are working still, I get it. It is hard. It is tough. And guess what? It is so worth it. In the end, it's just, this micro minute of time, that's, crazy. But now we have apps that'll help, you stay organized. We got to do consistent posting. We talked about that. And then consistent messaging. I kind of talked about going for the no. If we could try to go for no every day and be messaging 5 new people. And when I say messaging 5 new people, I don't necessarily mean messaging like, hey, will you be my loyal customer? I more so mean messaging like, hey girl, I haven't talked to you since high school. How are your kids? I saw your daughter broke her arm. Building that relationship with 5 new people, asking them where they're working, because that will come back to, hey, actually, I've been meaning to ask you, what have you been up to? I'm seeing these posts, or I've been wanting to try a wrap, but I haven't, or whatever. So when I say messaging, I don't necessarily mean I for sure don't mean spamming. I mean messaging and building that relationship. And, as that conversation goes, then you can say, you own that conversation. You own, pretend like you're a teacher and you're in, kindergarten, and you're asking kids about, the book or whatever. Like teachers, we, own the conversation, and I want you to own it as well. Stuff like asking them where they're working, asking them if they like it, asking them if they're going on a summer vacation this year. Those are all kind of lead questions to, no, I hate my job. No, we can't go on vacation because we can't afford it. Or no, I would never want to go on vacation this year because I'm too fat. And it's like, ding, ding, ding. Well, hey, since you mentioned it, I would love to help you. Like, I have a business and I would love to teach you about it, So that's kind of what I mean about leading the conversation like that. Okay, so I want everyone to make sure that they mark their calendars, put a reminder in their phone. I never want you to miss a Sunday night family call. Corporate's getting cray-cray, like with the cruise. We're going to talk about the cruise in a little bit, but if they have any announcements, they're going to be announcing it on Sunday night. So I want us all to make sure that you are on those Sunday night calls. Those go down on Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is, what is that? 9 p.m. like Midwest, Nebraska, 7 Arizona, and 6 California. Okay, so everyone get on their phone, put in a timer to remind yourself. Okay, if you ever miss those calls, you can find the recording at myitworksevents.com, and then you can kind of, if you just kind of click around, you're going to wind up somehow on the company calendar, and then you can click the night that you missed the call. Okay, same as the Monday night calls. Okay, she is actually starting Monday Zooms, or not Mondays, but they're doing Show Me the Money Zooms, which is really cool. But if you have ever missed, so we're kind of waiting in limbo to see if she just keeps doing calls on Monday nights or Zooms, or I don't know. But if you ever have, you know, if you're getting ready in the morning or driving in the morning, and get on myitworksevents.com and just stream it through your phone while you're driving or through your car or while you're folding laundry, because they are just great stories of people like you and I who are building a business, busy moms, busy, hardworking people who have, you know, been successful, and they're sharing, you know, their tips. So catch some more of those recordings. And then also Monday nights, I am doing every Monday night, I am committing to you guys to doing a Monday night opportunity Facebook Live. So every Monday, you can see me get all nervous in front of all your potentials. It'd be so, so fun. I literally hate it, but it's getting better and better. So I'm getting over myself. And, you know, sometimes just, I mean, this is just in general, like I just feel so, you know, excited to where, you know, the technology is going, that, you know, we might as well take advantage of it. And by doing those Zooms, or not Zooms, just the Facebook Live in that event, this gives the opportunity for those potentials. Like literally they have no excuse. Like just go to that event. Like you don't have to dial a number. You don't have to put in a Zoom code. Like you just go to that event. And what's cool is, you know, you invite them to that event, make sure they, you know, watch a little video that's in the event first, and then, you know, if they jump on with me on Monday, then you can follow up with them, ask them if they watched it, and if they missed it, it's cool because that video just stays in there. So I hope that is helpful for you in growing your business. And then this Tuesday, what is that? I don't even know. The 10th, 11th? I don't know. 11? I don't know. I'm going to do I have a newbie training. I have an event out, so if you guys are newbies, 60 days in, I'm going to walk you through exactly step-by-step what your business should be looking like, exactly how much money you can be potentially making, and all of that. So that event is really on all of our team pages right now. So make sure that you add your newbies. Also, I think that is a great recruitment tool as well this weekend, by saying, you know what, let's get you signed up, let's get you in, because I have an amazing training going on Tuesday, and I would love to get you invited. Okay, I'm actually trying to use that as a recruitment tool right now. Let's see. Okay, so my friends and I, a couple of my presidential friends, we have made a opportunity video. I posted in the groups today, and I mean, not tooting my own horn, but I literally think we did a really good job. Okay, so here's what we were trying to do. We were trying to, so this is perfect for the people who are doing like my boyfriend Bob's LinkedIn training, like that we are trying to get like the more like businesswoman, more savvy, like working woman. Not necessarily that stay-at-home moms are bad, but I think that we have only focused on the stay-at-home mom and only focused on, you know, the family that needs it, you know what I mean? And maybe there's another market out there of, you know, a corporate girl, or a teacher, or an administrator at a school, or, you know, someone who's already, you know, established in their job, but can really see the benefit of adding an extra income. And so that's, I think that's what that video is for. And I think that it's very, you know, it's not training. It's not, we don't really talk about steps to success. We just kind of talk about what we do in general. So we all share our stories. We all, if you guys haven't watched it, it's only in half an hour. So make sure you tell your people like, hey, it's just a half hour, like put it on, you know, while you're getting dressed or something. But, you know, I think it's going to be really relatable, and I think it's going to be, you know, a really great resource for all of us. And so that is the only opportunity video that I'm going to be using from here on out. I think it's to the point, and it talks about money. It talks about all the ways we earn money. It's good stuff. So be passing that on. I am tonight, after we get off here, I'm going to be tackling that chicken list. And those of you who don't know what a chicken list is, it is the people who you are chicken to talk to. You are chicken to, you know, bring up the business because either you think that they make too much money or wouldn't be interested, or you know, they drive a nice car, or they have a great job and they make you a little bit nervous, or maybe it's your pastor's wife or dentist's wife, or, you know, whoever is on that chicken list. I am contacting my chicken list tonight, and I'm going to send a message to them that is asking them for a favor and asking them, and of course they're going to say, yeah, of course, what do you need? And then I'll say, hey, you know what, my friends and I just did a video about my business, and it's geared toward the businesswoman such as yourself, and I would love for you to watch it. It's only a half an hour, and give me some feedback. And so she's going to say, of course I'll watch it. And so you guys, since it's not your video, you can say something like, hey, I am helping my friend Amber out, and I'm gathering some feedback on this video she did. Would you mind, you know, it's geared towards businesswomen and, you know, successful, you know, women or men or whoever. And I immediately thought of you, and I immediately said that I would ask you to give you some feedback, or to give her some feedback. This is going to do two things. This is all Bob Helig. This is, not only are they going to watch it, but they are going to give you feedback, and they are going to be curious, and they're going to be asking questions. And so I think it's a good segue to, you know, kind of like, not like reeling them in a little bit. And then when they come back and they give you, you know, whatever feedback, whether they say it's amazing or terrible, whatever, you can say, you know, I so appreciate you taking the time, you know, to watch that. Will you do me a favor? You know, I'm trying to grow my business, you know, to the business savvy woman. I think that this business has, you know, extreme potential and adding, you know, supplemental income, vacation income to a family. And, you know, you never know what's happening behind closed doors. If you could think of anyone who could benefit from an opportunity such as this, and, you know, I would love to help train them and support them, would you pass on my name to them? And of course they're going to say yes, but also they're going to think of, well, why would I pass on your name if I already can think of all of these people? And if they give you a list, I would straight up tell them, like, hey, have you ever thought about it? Because you already kind of seem like you've built a little team in your head already, you know. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. Also, in Operation Diamond, I have uploaded all of Boyfriend Bob's scripts that he uses when he's messaging people. So I want you to print it out, okay? And this is like totally bootleg. Like, I should not be sharing it with you, but I have to, because it's like good stuff. I just love how, you know, to the point he is and confident. All of Bob's stuff, you guys, you have to be watching him every day. I'm going to talk about that next. But it's all about posture, and it's all about, and what I mean by posture is just like being confident and, you know, direct. Like, you are the badass CEO of your business. You don't need anyone to join your team because you are already so busy. So, you know, I think sometimes we come, and I've looked at my past messages, you know, when I was first starting, and I was sending like frantic messages. Join my team, it's only $99, and then you can run your ADBV auto ship, and then I'll train you to be, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we have this Ruby bonus, blah, 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 blah. And it's only 3 distributors, and then they have 2 distributors, and it's like, shut up already. You know what I mean? So with Bob, it's almost like you're dancing a little bit. You're like kind of like flirting, and yeah, Taryn. And you're like mysterious, you know what I mean? And you never send out a video or anything until you have a direct time for them to watch it. So let's say I'm messaging this person, and not even just like someone who's like, hey, can you shoot me some information? I'm interested in the business. I'll say, yeah, of course. Like, I have this short video. I would love for you to watch it when you're folding laundry or, you know, getting ready. When in the next day or so would you be able to watch it? And then they'll, you know, think or whatever, and they'll either say, oh, I can watch it right now, or I can watch it tomorrow after work. And I'll say, okay, perfect. What time do you get off work? And then they'll say, whatever, 4:30. And I'll say, okay, perfect. So I'm going to message you tomorrow around 6. Will that give you enough time to, you know, settle in, have dinner, blah, blah, blah? And then she's going to say yes. So now I have a concrete time to message them. And it is my responsibility to be on top of my schedule and to be on top of that message. And so when I'm messaging her, I say, hey, Jessica, I hope you had a great day at work today. I am following up with you as requested. So now it kind of like puts it into their court. I no longer feel like I'm like bugging them. I no longer feel like I'm like sending this message but like embarrassed and just like hitting send. Like, you said you were going to watch it and you said you were going to be available. So I'm following up with you. I'm doing my job, because we all know the fortunes and the follow-up. So where was I going with that? I don't know. We'll just keep moving on. Okay, I want everyone to, I think that personal development is so huge. I've shared with you guys that, you know, I wasn't in network marketing ever. Like, I was never in sales. I mean, I guess I did work at Buckle like in high school, but that was like just for the discount. So I wasn't like selling anything. So, you know, for me, when Bob Helig came around, I was like, oh my gosh, I really do feel like this is just spoken for me, because I never had any training. I never invested in myself. And so now I'm just, you know, investing in myself and my business and you guys, so I can, you know, get some tips and tricks, you know, to help you. So follow Boyfriend Bob every Monday through Friday on Periscope, Bob Helig, Heilig. And he's so, like, his Periscopes are like less than 10 minutes. So literally I put him on when I'm putting on my makeup or, you know, getting dressed or whatever. Like, it's super, you know, fast. He also does a daily Facebook Live on his Facebook fan page that you can catch as well. And then I found this other awesome. Oh, he also has a podcast. So if you have an iPhone, Android users, I think you found a way to find podcasts, but he has an awesome podcast. There's 30 episodes. Number 6, was it number 6, Jacqueline? Number 4 was my absolute favorite. 4? 6. Number 6 on his podcast is my absolute favorite. Like, literally, I've listened to it over and over and over again, and I got that verbiage that I just talked to you guys about okay, perfect. What time can I call you? What time will you be off work? Okay, 6. Okay, cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 6. I got that from that podcast. So I do think that he gives concrete things to kind of put in your tool belt and to, you know, make you more confident. I was talking about posture and, about like, you guys don't you don't need anyone. You know, they need you. And, you know, when you act like, well, if you don't want to join, you know, that's fine because I'm so busy helping all of these other people. You know, I think that's very powerful as well. So I also found an awesome podcast. Her name is Chalene Johnson. She's just, actually, she looks like our Charlene. She's a darling blondie, like so tiny, and she's amazing. So she also has a podcast, and I've listened to only a couple of hers, but she's like a social media guru. But I want you tonight or tomorrow, do yourself a favor, and there's a podcast called, let me see what it's called. It's about confidence. Killer Confidence Crash Course. Okay, it is so good. And these podcasts, you guys, like literally, like don't feel like, okay, well, I have to stop my life to do some personal development. Like everything is just so on the go. Like, you know, put it on your earphones, you know, while you're on the treadmill or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's all of these like micro moments of our life that, you know, can add up. And so just, it's like all about using our time wisely. So with the confidence thing, I just so love it. And you have to listen to it tonight. She talks about being that person, and we all have this person in our life, being that person that walks into a room and you're like, she's here. And all the people, you know, go to her or go to him, and they just have like, you know, for guys, it's like swag. Like they just have this like aura about them. And you are that person. You are that It Works girl. And, you know, when we walk into a room, we have to be that confidence of, I have the best products ever, which we do. We have the best opportunity ever, which we do, and own it. And she talked about, you know, experience. You know, we're all nervous in the beginning, but with experience, you know, that overrules fear. And so I love this parallel that she did, and it's going to be way better when you guys listen to it. But she talks about, you know, remember when we first started driving and we were clenching that steering wheel? We were so nervous. And now, you know, we've been driving for at least 3 years. Yeah. And now, you know, we kind of take it for granted. We forget how nerve-wracking it was, because now it's just like so second nature, and we can drive a big car, we can drive a small car, we can drive a, you know, whatever, because we've done it so many times. I think that is what this business and messaging people and blitzing people and training new teammates, that's what you will, you know, become with experience. And so you just have to kind of put it into action. She made a joke about her son learning how to drive, or her son was learning how to drive. And then she was like, you know, remember when we were learning how to drive, like we had to learn, because we were so nervous, how to like be cool. Like, okay, I'm going to do one hand, I'm going to lean back a little bit. Like, I'm cool, but you were so nervous. Like, that is us. And I, you know, I'm still guilty of it. I still get nervous in, you know, situations, and I'm still nervous in front of you guys. But, you know, when you portray that you aren't, and you're just, hey, take it or leave it kind of a girl. I always tell you guys, or, you know, separate messages or whatever, like I put on my actress hat, you know, and even for, you know, right now, like I'm still nervous. Like I put on my actress hat, like, okay, like I got this, you know. And if you've ever heard that expression, like act like a duck, you know, how ducks are, you know, on what we see on the surface of the water is just like they're chilling, enjoying the day. Well, underneath the water, their legs are freaking out. So that's fine. Freak out in your soul, but act cool. Be cool. Be confident, because people are going to be drawn to that. And the more confident you are, the more, you know, your team will grow, because people want to be around confident people. They don't want to be around, you know, nervous people who are, you know, unsure. You know, even when I was, you know, my first day of my first class teaching, I was nervous as shit. but I couldn't let those parents know. Like, I couldn't let them know that I was like, scared to have their children in my class. I was like, okay, bye-bye, I got this. And I'm like, now what are we going to do? It's okay to be nervous, but just act like you got this. Okay. Let's see. Jacqueline, do you want to share? Let's talk cruise stuff.
Hey, yes, I do.
Perfect.
So, I guess I had made a video for my team a couple of days ago, just kind of being honest with them about what I went through last year. And I made a huge mistake, and I wanted to just kind of share with them the big mistake that I made and encourage them not to make the same mistake. And so Amber and I were talking, and we thought that maybe I would just share it with you guys here on the call. Last year, when they announced the cruise, I could care less. I was like, oh, great, a cruise, but I'm not going on it. There's no way I can leave my family for 5 days. I'm not going to be able to go on the cruise. So whoop-de-doo, I could care less. I didn't care about my points. I didn't care about striving for the cruise. I just didn't care about the cruise. It didn't mean I stopped my business. I was still working my business and still going after my steps of success and everything, but I had no interest in the cruise. I didn't really promote it. No one really on my team was excited about the cruise. We all were just kind of like, well, we can never go because most people were working or they had their family. So let's just face it, I had a really bad attitude about the cruise. And I didn't realize how bad that attitude would affect my business. It truly affected my business in a big way, and not in a good way. And so this year when they announced the cruise, I kind of sat back and had a talk with myself. And I realized that, you know what, guys? This is a bonus that they're offering us. This is a huge opportunity. If you are chasing, so we've got this little hashtag, chase the crew, chase the ship. If you are chasing the ship, you're building your business, you're building your commission check, you're building your team. All these things are happening because you're chasing the ship. Who cares if you're actually going to get on that ship? Earn a spot. Earn a spot on there so that you can proudly post on Facebook, I earned a free trip on a cruise. They don't have to know that you can't go because you're working or because you have a baby or because whatever the case may be. No one has to know that. You just earned an amazing opportunity. You earned bragging rights. You worked your butt off for that cruise, so earn it. And so it just really made me think how, this year, my attitude's different. I don't really know for sure if I'll be able to get on the cruise when I earn my spot, but I'm not worrying about that right now. All I'm worrying about right now is I'm chasing the ship and I'm earning a spot so I can have bragging rights because this is my bonus. This is what I'm doing. A lot of times we feel like, oh, we need that bonus for our commissions check. No, guys, the only thing that is for sure about you getting paid every month is your volume that comes with commissions. Bonuses come and go. But that volume, if you're building your volume and you're building your team and you're enrolling people and you're completing those steps to success, that is what's going to build your paycheck. And right now they're offering this fun incentive. So now we can use it to help get people to come on board because they're eligible. Any new people that we have, they can get on the cruise. The fact that they're, making 200 people, promote to the suite and it doesn't matter. There's so many amazing opportunities about this. So right now, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. If you're sitting here with a bad attitude about the cruise, I really hope that you kind of check yourself tonight because it's not about whether or not you can actually get on the cruise. Don't think of it like that. Think about you're earning a spot on this cruise, on this amazing opportunity, because while you bust your butt to earn that spot, you're actually building an amazing business because let's face it, in the last couple of years I've been on with this company, they've brought back bonuses in February, and we all know what happens in January or February, depending on when conference is. So why not push for it through right now so you're preparing yourself for the fall and the new year? I made a huge mistake last year. You better believe I'm not making that same mistake this year. My team and we are chasing the ship, and we are going to have fun with it. And I cannot wait to see you all on the cruise.
I couldn't agree more. I was the same as Jacqueline. Like, I wasn't pumped about it. I was still growing my business and still doing, my steps to success. And literally, like, my points were like, just a little bit short to actually go on the cruise. But, even if I wouldn't have gone, like, seeing that name of that scroll of names and my name not being on it, I was like, I wish I would have just enrolled one more person or helped one more person go Ruby. So I have done some number crunching, which is so not me. Like, I'm not a numbers person, but I want you all to know how to get on this cruise and the most points you can earn. So it's 100 points for going, or it's 100 points. Let me pull this up so I don't mess it up. 100 points for loyals. I know that for sure. I have an album. Cruise. Okay, so 100 points if you enroll a qualified loyal customer, 300 points when you enroll a distributor, 500 points if you enroll a distributor and they earn or they maintain their first 4 loyal customers within 30 days. Now, this is really cool. I love this part because you and that new distributor, because clearly we're going to be working together, you both get that 500 in points. And so, one team, one mission. I don't want to go on the cruise by myself. I want to go with my new teammates, and I want to go with all of these hot faces I'm looking at. You know what I mean? So doing this together and as a team, like, it's brilliant because we're all working together. And then here we go, 2,500 points if for you and your distributor when they go Ruby their first time. So I don't care if you have been in the business 300 years and you have not gone Ruby. If you go now, between now and whenever the date is, I closed that out, so I think we have till like July. You and your new distributor earn 2,500 points. And so with the loyal customers, when you move that loyal customer, you lose that 100 points. Okay, so I ran some numbers, and it's way better to move those loyal customers and don't even worry about that 100 points than to help someone go Ruby. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about those loyal customers. I would move them and I would build Rubies. Okay, I want you all to look at your team tonight and look at your personally enrolled people and say, okay, and I maybe like send them like a picture of you being like this. And then when you get that picture, I want you to send a picture like this, because it's you and them. You're going Ruby together, and I love it. I love everything about it. The ship, you guys, is famous. Like, it's been on CNN. Like, it is a hot, hot ship. And it's going to be the ship. Oh, you guys. Okay. So we're going to build Rubies. We're going to get our fannies on that cruise. And, we're going to stay focused. And the way we stay focused is Pam Souter just told this to the ambassadors, and she said, I heard this from my friends. I wasn't on that meeting, but she said, you always have to have your cart ahead of you. You always have to be pushing a cart. They were talking about, because, the people who go ambassador, then they're like, okay, now what? Like, what do I don't know where to place. I don't know who to chart for, because, they've done it, and she said, you need to focus somewhere. So whether that is personally enrolled Rubies, personally enrolled Diamonds, or, growing your team elsewhere, always have that cart ahead of you. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys know that you have 2 carts. You have a Ruby chart and then you have your steps to success, okay? Those are really the only two things, unless you are personally going for a promotion as well. So I want you to, you know, always be working with your team and then knowing where you're going as well. I don't know what that is, Charlene. I can't see it.
It's the cruise ship.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a bomb ship. So know where you're going, okay? When you go on a road trip, we went to Colorado a couple weeks ago, and it was about an hour from Denver to Pueblo, where Sarah lives. And, you know, I put her address in on, you know, my phone or whatever, because I needed a map. I didn't know where we were going until I had directions, okay? Here is your map. You have the Ruby map and you have your steps to success. Those are two resources that will literally take you and your team hand in hand to the top. So always push that cart. We're going to close out. We're going to have a couple little things to do, and then we'll close it out. Is Gretchen on here? Gretchen, unmute yourself if you're on. Okay, no big deal. I'm going to make her do a video because she wanted to help tonight with the meeting, but she had to take girls to dance or something. Jen, would you like to give your tips from the team? She on still? Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We can.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Okay, so we're doing our tips.
Yes, please.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so obviously, can everybody hear me, or am I still muted?
No, we can
Am I
hear
good? Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Okay, so obviously we all have tips. I, like Amber, I've almost been in this business for 3 years, so I could talk your guys' ear off on tips. But tonight, I plugged in. This has kind of been a big thing for me that I've been dealing with lately with my team. Almost 3 years into the business, I try to make it a point to be involved with as much as I possibly can. I literally have a house full of people downstairs. You guys can tell I'm like in my room, door closed, laundry piled up, and I'm on this Zoom. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So being plugged in every single time I show up to an event. By being plugged in, we have team phone calls. We have these amazing Zooms that are now so much fun. Like, why would you want to miss out on this? Conference calls, events, local team meetings. Be plugged in, you guys. We all have life. We all have children. We all have jobs. Try to get on as many of these as you guys can. You guys are going to take so much from it. It's so fun learning and growing and just doing this together. Sorry, guys, I'm seriously sitting on the floor. You guys would crack up right now. Sitting on the floor, my knees are starting to hurt. Be plugged in. Another thing that I think is really, really important.
Hey, Jen, I'm going to cut you off. You're like cutting out.
Am I?
Yeah.
Can you not hear me?
It's like good and then not good and then good and not good.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Would you make us a video and post it on the team page? Because I for sure want to hear from you, but I think maybe because you're hiding in your bedroom, that maybe the internet up there is not like as great, or we have weird spots in our house that the internet isn't great. So,
okay, I will. I'll post a video.
Okay, thank you so much, because we for sure want to hear from you. Sarah, are you here? Sarah, there you are. There you are.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. All right, so I have, I'm going to talk about being prepared to blitz. we as wrap girls want to be prepared just in case we're out and about, and we have the opportunity to talk about this amazing business. I love talking about this business. So I want to give you a tip on what I carry in my purse. So this is one of the Blitz cards. It's laminated, and I carry it on the outside of my purse, on the little side. And then I also carry my business cards, more Blitz cards, so I can pass them out and Blitz like cashiers, waitresses, anywhere I'm at. I love doing it. I get so excited. I'm like, yay, opportunity. And then I also carry the wraps, a box of wraps. Sometimes I carry two just in case, because you never know if it's going to be an amazing day, and I'll be like, woo! So I definitely, I carry all of that in my purse, and I've actually got a lot of attention on the Blitz card that I carry outside of my purse. I definitely recommend you guys doing that. I believe like that is so important, because that's like attention right there. And I've gotten attention like wherever I'm at. I run errands all the time. So yeah, I definitely recommend all these in your purse, just in case you get that opportunity to sell a wrap, pass out a Blitz card, business card, whatever it is. Work your business.
Love it. Thank you, Sarah. Love it.
You're welcome.
Thanks for sharing. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
And then Amber. There we go. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I just wanted to share a little bit. My main tip is to stay consistent. Life is always throwing things at you, and you know, you're going through all these things and you think that you can't go on, but you have to be always positive, and you just have to work through it and put a smile on your face and say, you know, nobody can get me down. This is my business, and I'm going to grow my empire no matter what. So that's it.
Love that. Love, love, love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you. Okay,
Thank you.
we are going to wrap it up. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you. Hold on one second.